Hi guys, welcome back to the Mina Does Art Stuff YouTube channel. My name is Mina and on this channel we do art stuff. Today I'm going to be going through this 24 set of Turner Acryl Gouache that I purchased on eBay. Actually, someone was reselling it. It's practically unused. I think there's only one or two colours that have been used a little bit. And we're going to go through and swatch them all together. And then I also have 2 tubes of Holbein Acryl Gouache in sap green and navy blue, and I thought I would swatch those as well while we were at it. So let's get into it. I've not played around with this set of paints yet. I just haven't had a chance since I got them. And then I guess as you probably already know if you've been watching for a while, that my most recent pregnancy, which did not go well for me. It was really hard, and towards the end I really wasn't able to do much of anything. But now getting back into it, so I'm getting to play around with all these supplies that I haven't had a chance to yet. And before we jump into it, if you are new, please make sure to subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and yeah, let me know in the comments which colour out of this range when we're swatching them is your favorite, because I'm curious to hear about it. So yeah, let's get going. Hopefully that's better with the lighting. I just closed the blind on the window in front of me so we don't get blinded by the sun. Right, I've already prepped a page in my Cuddy sketchbook to do all the swatching in. I have this piece of tracing paper here to use as a palette, and yes, let me just turn it around so you can see the colours that we're working with. Probably what I'm going to do is squeeze out like 5 colours at a time and then paint them out, because it is quite hot here at the moment and I don't want these paints to dry on the palette, because they are acrylic gouache, which means they dry permanent. They can't be reactivated. So I don't want to waste them. I don't want them to dry up on the palette before I've had a chance to paint them out. So just trying to figure out which paintbrush I want to use. I don't want to use anything too small, but also don't want anything too massive. Let's go with this one. Yeah, the nice big size swatches. This is one of the new ones I got in my recent art haul. It's the Crafter's Choice by Royal & Langnickel. I got a multi-pack of these like filbert brushes, and this is the size 12 that was in the pack. So just make sure that's all nice and clean. Alright, so I'm just going to squeeze a little dollop out. These are 20mm tubes, I believe. Just trying to, yeah, 20mm tubes. Okay, so the first colour we have here is Carmine. Just adding the tiniest amount of water to it. The paper I'm using is a Cuddy sketchbook, watercolour sketchbook, and it has rough paper, so it's why you're getting a lot of this dry texture coming through. Also, like I said, I don't want to use too much paint. So we're just swatching these out. And next up we have Permanent Red. And then we have Permanent Scarlet. Then we have Permanent Orange. This one, there was a bit of binder separation in the tube. There we go. Okay, and then finally for this row we have Jaune Brilliant. Alright, next up we have Yellow Ochre. Then we have Permanent Yellow Deep. Then we have permanent yellow. And we have permanent lemon, which is very sort of neon-y bright yellow. And then finally for this row we have permanent green light. Okay, so next up we have permanent green middle. Then we have deep green. Then we have Viridian. Then we have aqua blue, which the bit at the top of the tube, it started drying out a bit, but I think the rest of the tube is fine. And then we have sky blue. Okay, so that's the first page done. Okay, next up we have cobalt blue. This one had a bit of binder separation. This is a hue. This is, according to the tube, PB29 and white. So ultramarine with a bit of white. I haven't gone through the pigment information for everything, but they are on the tubes. Then we have ultramarine. And then we have Prussian blue. A slightly watered down bit, so you can see the colour. It's so dark it looks black on camera. It is just a very dark blue. Then we have a violet, and this one is marked as being fluorescent, so it must have some sort of fluorescent dye in there. Lovely sort of bright purple colour, reddish purple. And then next up we have opera, which also indicated that it has fluorescent dye in it. This one also had a lot of binder separation, and I've just realised I didn't clean my brush properly, so there's a bit of that violet in there. It's okay, you get the idea. Okay, and then we have burnt sienna. Then we have burnt umber. There was a bit of binder separation with this one, but that's okay. And finally we have jet black, followed by the white, which actually I'm going to switch to another clean jar just to make sure my brush is nice and clean. My brush was actually a bit more wet than I'd intended, so it's watered it down a bit more than I had planned. Still seems to be pretty opaque, which is good. Sorry, camera stopped recording and I'm not sure if it got me swatching the navy blue by Holbein. What I was saying was on camera it looks really sort of proper blue, but in real, to my eye, it's a lot more green. It's got much more of a turquoise undertone to it, which is really pretty. And then this is the sap green. It's one of my favourite shades of green. And then very pigmented apparently, because even watered down it's still really rich. There we go. I didn't do watered out swatches for all of them, but since I had the space, I thought why not. Okay. Alright, that's all of them. I'll give you a quick little close-up of the colours. I will have links down below to Jackson's where you can purchase all of these paints. It is an affiliate link, and so all that means is if you use it, I get a small commission at no additional cost to you. It helps to support me and the channel, and I greatly appreciate anyone and everyone who uses those affiliate links. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like I said, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know which of these was your favourite colour from the swatching. I think the navy blue and sap green by Holbein are definitely some of my favourites. I also really like the deep green, permanent yellow, the yellow ochre, permanent red, carmine, jaune brilliant, the Prussian blue. Prussian blue is always one of my absolute favourite colours, and I think the opera would be really nice for mixing. I also quite like the cobalt blue. So yeah, and the sky blue. I like a lot of the colours, so which works out quite well. I'm looking forward to playing around with these a bit more and getting used to them, learning how to use them. I'm planning on setting up like a makeshift homemade stay wet palette using tracing paper as palette paper, and then having like a wet cloth underneath to try and keep the paints wet for longer. So we will see how that works out. And yeah, I think that's it for today's video. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.